police the same way. They put their club upside your head and then turn around and accuse you of attacking them. Every case of police brutality against a Negro follows the same pattern. They attack you, bust you all upside your mouth, and then take you to court and charge you with assault. What kind of democracy is that? What kind of freedom is that? What kind of social or political system is it when a black man has no voice in court, has nothing on his side other than what the white man chooses to give him? My brothers and sisters, we have to put a stop to this, and it will never be stopped until we stop it ourselves. They attack the victim, and then the criminal who attacked the victim accuses the victim of attacking him. Yes, sir. This is American justice. Yes, sir. That's right. This is American democracy. Yes, and those of you who are familiar with it know that in America, democracy is hypocrisy. Right. Now, if I'm wrong, put me in jail.
What is Black Lives Matter? Black Lives Matter is a global organization in the US, UK, and Canada whose mission is to eradicate white supremacy and build local power to intervene in violence inflicted on our black communities by the state and vigilantes after community-based chapters were formed following the Ferguson unrest of 2014. Black Lives Matter Global Network was established. The Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation is also known as BLM, Global Network Foundation. It is a nonprofit organization that provides grants to support grassroots organizing work by its chapters. It exists as a decentralized network with over 30 chapters in the US and sister organizations worldwide, while a larger Black Lives Matter movement exists consisting of various separate but like-minded organizations such as Dream Defenders and Assata's Daughter. The border movement and its related organizations typically advocate against police violence towards black people, as well as for various other policy changes considered to be related to black liberation in America and in the UK and in Canada and across the world. Get out and fight. Stand up for what you believe in. Do everything you can in your power to make sure people hear your voice. Your voice is important. You have a God-given voice. You are still here. There's so much to be done and there's so much that you can do. Get out and stand up for what you believe in. There's so much that we can do. We are the future. We have the power to be whoever we want to be. We have the power to become whoever we want to become. Stand up for what you believe in. God gave you a voice for a reason. Use it. Don't say that there's nothing that we can't do, because we can honestly do everything. We are the change. Be the change you want to see in the world. And in these next few videos are just kind of me vlogging, and I have some really good speakers in there, some really good singers, and I hope you like it.
To make sure that if you are out here with us, that no matter what position you hold in this country, if you're a teacher, if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if you're a police officer, if you're an activist, if you're a mechanic, you make sure you treat people fairly and your voice is heard throughout this country. No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! Let's go, fellas.
replace it with something better. Right now, we are still centering white comfort in these conversations. We are still addressing them as if they're listening. They're not listening. We are listening to one another. And we need to keep doing that. We need to keep centering black femme leadership. Indigenous leadership. Refugee leadership. Immigrant leadership. The world will tell them that they're the least of us, but they're the most of us. They have the blueprint for our collective liberation, and we need to center that beyond anything else. It's the time. We've seen what white cis het leadership does to our communities, y'all. We are tired. It is boring. I am done. It's boring. It's boring. It's violent and it's stupid and it's boring and we're done. And that's the end. We don't need to say anymore. Go home. But what we can do together, which sometimes we forget to do, is to imagine a better world. We are in an imagination battle. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you are listening to black femmes, women of color, trans people, you know that they have been shouting it from the rooftops for decades that we are in an imagination battle. We are still here because we can't see our way out of this shit. Our sisters Octavia and Audra have been telling us. Sister Angela has been telling us. Asada's been telling us. I know you white queers out here have been listening to Adrienne Marie Brown along with the rest of us. You know that she said it too. They said it too. Yep. We are in an imagination battle. And so for us to do something different, to be something different, we have to imagine something so irresistibly good, so beautiful, so joyful, so free, so abundant, so profound, so extraordinary that there is no path forward except away from this fucking nonsense that we can't abide anymore. And when you see the mayor of one of the poorest cities in the country, a predominantly black city, one of the poorest cities in the country, when you see that person, hey, that is the filling shit right now. When you see the mayor of Philadelphia increase the police budget $19 million and defund essential workers and arts, eliminate the Philadelphia Cultural Fund. It's a gem, the only fund like it in the country. Unbiased appropriation of funds to essential frontline small arts organizations. When you see that prioritization, a budget is a moral document, y'all. It's a moral document. That tells you what this city values. And you know what? You know why we try to take the arts away from people? Why do we take the arts away from people?
They're powerful.
Because they're so fucking powerful. Listen, music is our birthright. Art is our birthright. Dance is our birthright. And our bodies are our first technologies. It's all we have. You take away the signs, you take away the phones, you take away the mics. And what do you have? Our voices, our bodies. We leverage our art to vision the world we want. We are here in a prefigurative imagination battle. We have to see something, taste something, trust something better than any of the shit they're trying to hand us or shove down our throats. So we need to build and vision and imagine together. We need to do this with creativity. Profound creativity. Because that's our skill. The people's global majority, art is the greatest tool and the greatest weapon that we have. Look at this! Imagine what our world would look like if this is how black men could walk in the street. Imagine if we didn't have to sneak into broken down buildings to learn how to break dance. Thank you for your footwork, dancers! If we didn't have to hide our art, hide our voices, hide our identities, hide our gifts for fear of safety, that's what the world can look like. This is what the world can look like. And we need all of us, and we need all of our art. Our work against, this is Angela Davis, you ready?
Yes,
Yeah.
Our work against violence.
against violence.
Our work against violence
Our work against violence
must be done.
must be done.
Must be done.
With joy.
With joy.
With joy.
And art.
And art.
And song.
And song.
And song.
And song.
And song.
And song.
To prefigure the world we want.
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 Our work against violence
Our work against violence
must be done
must be done.
with joy
With joy.
and art
And art.
and song.
And song.
To prefigure the world we want.
To prefigure the world we want.
Our work against violence
Our work against violence
must be done
must be done.
with joy
With joy.
and art
And art.
and song.
And song.
Prefigure the world we want.
To prefigure the world we want.
To prefigure the world we want.
To prefigure the world we want.
Yes,
Yes.
that's right. Give it up. You queer ass fuck. The creative energy of the universe doesn't exist in a gender binary. It's indigenous. Believes in the medicines and the wisdoms of a broader ecosystem, and so do we. So let's center that. Let's imagine something so irresistible that we can say no to this and walk away. We need to opt out. Everybody who's entertained by these dancers on the street, these dancers on the steps, you're welcome. You can seek them out and make sure that you pay them, because you know they're not making the money that they should be. You're going to go home and do your homework, right? You're going to learn how we together are going to defund the Philadelphia Police Department. You're going to follow the Party for Socialism and Liberation, figure out how you can plug in. You're going to follow Reclaim Philadelphia and our organizer for mass liberation, Aubriana Morgan, a black woman from Philadelphia. Listen to her. Yeah? And in the meantime, you can find and follow white people. You know how to do the work. Don't ask me. I've given you some freebies today. I'm tired. That's your labor. Yeah? Keep showing up. It's sexy in the street, but that's not the only way. There's an ecosystem of revolution. There is an ecosystem of change. And I want to shout out all of our friends, all of our beloveds who are immunocompromised, disabled, whose mental health wouldn't let them be here today. Our essential workers who are still showing up. The nurses on my street who wanted to march with us but are taking care of our black elders in Southwest Philadelphia. We march for them. This movement is about them. It's not about us. So we need to do our homework and keep up this work and figure out where you can plug in. Honor the people that can't be in the streets with us today, whether it's because their bodies won't let them be here, their heads won't let them be here, or because police took them from us. This is the beginning of our work, not the end. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will
Give it
win.
me. I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
The black lives.
We will win.
Hey, I believe that the black youth.
I believe that we will win.
The black
I
women.
believe that we will win.
The black trans folk.
We will win.
For our elders.
We will win.
For our ancestors. For those yet to be born. I believe that we will win. Louder.
We will win.
Louder. 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 Let it be joyful. Let it be unapologetic. Imagine a future. Found black futures. Free black lives. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. Hey, hey. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. That's right. We love you, Teddy.
We love you, Teddy.
Teddy would like to remind you to take your trash home. You don't need any litter out here. This is Philadelphia, but in all the right ways. You know what I mean? I'm not from Philly. I was socialized a girl. I'm a gender expansive person, but I have a lot of light skin privilege. And my responsibility to the black community is to leverage my body, my resources, my voice, my gift, whatever I have towards our collective liberation, because it starts with them. And I'm not afraid to get on a microphone, but you know that it's not about me. It's not about us. But we need to mobilize, organize, stay strong, protect each other, and center the voices of our community, these incredible creatives who've shown up for you and given you their gifts today. And for those of us, for those people who gave their bodies, too. What is that, butterfly? I love it. No, I'm out. We're done. But protect each other. Do your homework. Hey, trans women and black people, right now. Get your Venmo out and your Cash App out. Spread that money around now. Take care of our Jamaican trans sisters. Make sure that that fund reaches its goal today. I want to see that fund reach its goal today. I'm unwilling to watch black trans lives and black women go undervalued in this country anymore when you know they're the backbone. They were the ones who made the Montgomery bus strikes work. They were the reason. We're out here for them. 60 years later, we're still doing this shit. So center them in this movement until we're all free. Let's go. Drink water, take care of each other. Thank y'all so much.
You got me up so high, my shoes are scraping the sky. Yeah. You got me up so high. Yeah. You got me up so high, my shoes are scraping the sky. Yeah, all the big girls, won't you back it up? Hey, won't you back it up? Hey, all the pretty girls, won't you back it up? Hey, won't you back it up? All the pretty girls, won't you back it up? Won't you back it? Yeah, hey, well, all the big girls, won't you back it up? Won't you back it up? Hey, all the pretty girls, won't you back it up? Won't you back it up? Hey, for all the pretty girls, won't you back it up? Won't you back? Everybody say hey! Say hey! Say hey! Say hey! Say Trump gotta go, Trump gotta go, go! Trump gotta go, Trump gotta go! Say Trump gotta go, Trump gotta go! Trump gotta go, Trump gotta go! With no justice! With no justice! With no justice! I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, just like the river I've been finding ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Can we kneel, y'all? It's been too living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. So I go to the movie and I go downtown. Somebody with a badge keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
Yeah, because I want to get the altar and the White House. Great. Yep. I'll come behind you.
actions.
And to be willing to be transformed in the service of the work.
And to be willing to be transformed in the service of the work.
To be willing to be transformed in the service of the work.
To be willing to be transformed in the service of the work.
To be willing to be transformed in the service of the work.
To be willing to be transformed in the service of the work.
You are black, you are beautiful, and Black Lives Matter.